It's starting. Good. I got a 15-second delay, so I need that whole 15 seconds. Just dropping it. I just need to make sure it's loud. I'm not sure. No idea. Uh-oh, it's green. Oh, fantastic. I'm doing something good. Okay, great. So today, Sunday the 11th, and the entire broadcast is pretty much for bacterial vaginosis, whether or not it's something that you're like you're getting it because you're using the wrong soaps, or maybe you've been switching up your diet a little, and so you're starting to have like an abnormal discharge, or I don't know, maybe it's the underwear that you're wearing and it's not 100% cotton, and that can cause you to like have some irritation. So you're not really sure, but you are being prescribed your metronidazole. You're taking your metronidazole. You're still having symptoms of BV. And so you are making additional visits to the doctor, and you're taking additional medicine, and you still have BV. So today pretty much is all about BV. I've sent out newsletters on bacterial vaginosis. If you're on my Instagram is Chandra Pretty Womb Healing. If you're on my Instagram, like look at the whole Instagram for me. Like don't go through like one picture at a time, because I do the grids. And so we actually have a grid on BV, so you can check it out there. But then we also have it on the website, chandrapretty.com. And then when I send out packages, every package I send out has a newsletter in it. And we speak on something regarding women's health. I know, so for the past few months it's been on PCOS, but it seems like we still need some more delivery on bacterial vaginosis. So we're going to provide some more information on bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis is a sexually transmitted infection. So that means that the way you contract bacterial vaginosis is through sexual contact. Bacterial vaginosis is predominant within the lesbian community. That's usually who has it. However, early 2000s, it started to become a little bit more prevalent within the heterosexual community. And now the heterosexual community has bacterial vaginosis just as much as the lesbian community. In addition to that, the heterosexual community is having a very hard time getting rid of bacterial vaginosis. So Let's say you go to the doctor, and this is the story I get all the time when clients call me. You go to the doctor, you have this smell, you have this itch, it seems like you have a yeast infection, but you're not sure. You go in and you're testing positive for bacterial vaginosis. You take your medicine, everything's fine. All of a sudden, you have it again. You can be having sex with your partner, and as soon as you start having sex, you start to smell it. So something's not right. You go to the doctor, you treat it, you're given metronidazole. If you all are on Facebook, you should come over to YouTube, because some of the screenshots that I show, I can't really show it on Facebook, but I'm showing it on YouTube. So that's pretty much what a lot of women are dealing with, right? Bacterial vaginosis. Bacterial vaginosis is really common with the lesbian community because you're mixing floras. Two women's floras. That's not healthy. It's not healthy for you to have another woman's flora inside your body, or inside your womb, inside your vagina. Your body isn't designed to take on another woman's flora. It's designed to take on semen, but it's not designed to take on another woman's flora, or any flora, because flora only is from the woman. However, it's natural for a man to have another woman's flora. It's natural for a man to always have a woman's flora, because that's the natural way of life. The problem comes in when your partner has more than one flora in his scrotum. And the way he gets the flora in his scrotum is through unprotected sex. So he has sex, she's releasing her juices on him, her fluids, her flora. It gets down into his urethra. It sits into the fatty tissues, or the epidermis of the scrotum. Okay? When he ejaculates, his testicles, his semen, it travels through that fatty tissue, and whatever's down there, it picks it up. He could just have like a really bad diet, for example. His semen picks up the bad diet tissues. Whatever it is that's in him, the semen picks it up. Even if you were to get a sexually transmitted disease from your partner, whatever is sitting down there in his scrotum, his semen is going to pick it up. And he's going to deliver it to you, through ejaculation. If he has another woman's flora in his scrotum, you have sex with him, and of course you're having unprotected sex with him, he's going to ejaculate another woman's flora into your vagina. And when that happens, you'll get bacterial vaginosis. A lot of women say, well, you know what, Ivy? I think it's from the soap that I've been using. It's the soap. Because I had to switch soaps, because one soap was irritating me a whole lot, and I'm very sensitive down there. So I had to switch soaps. So I'm taking another soap. And my response to that is, if you purchased a product over the counter from any store in the world, and that particular product has caused you to go to a clinic to get an antibiotic, that product would no longer be on the market. Okay? When meat goes bad, when meat has E. coli in it, okay, or when meat has tested positive for salmonella, it's removed from the shelves. And people who test positive for salmonella poisoning or E. coli poisoning, they have to be treated at a doctor with antibiotics. That's not healthy. If you're purchasing a product over the counter and it's causing you to get some type of infection that causes you to go to the hospital or to a doctor or to a clinic to get an antibiotic, it wouldn't be on the shelf. So nobody gets bacterial vaginosis from a soap. Nobody gets bacterial vaginosis from underwear. Nobody gets bacterial vaginosis from, what else do they say? You're changing your diet, or you're too yeasty down there. Bacterial vaginosis is not like a yeast infection. If you had a yeast infection, you can easily, hey, hi Mary, hi, listen, I see you all the time in my Facebook Messenger, and your daughters are beautiful. If you are eating certain foods or whatever, that's not going to cause you to get bacterial vaginosis. If you have a yeast infection, yeast, your body is producing too much yeast. There may be something wrong with your pH and you're producing too much yeast. Or your vagina feels like there's something going on down here, and yeast, which is basically in a perfect world, that is your defense mechanism for the vagina. You weren't designed to catch STDs or bacterial vaginosis. So yeast is like your natural defense mechanism. Sometimes you can get inundated or influx of yeast, right? Because usually that's because there's something that's going on down there. But usually when you get yeast, you get you get inundated with it, like you get a yeast infection. You can go to the store. You can go to your local pharmacy, your local drugstore, like CVS or Walgreens or Rite Aid, and you can buy something that will treat you within 7 days, right? Like Monistat 7, right? Or Vagisil, right? When you have bacterial vaginosis, you can't get something over the counter to treat it. You have an infection that requires antibiotics. It's a little stronger, okay? When a man ejaculates inside of you, he's going to give you that woman's flora. You're going to go to the doctor because you're having some issues. It may seem like you have a really bad yeast infection, but there's also an odor. There's also a color to your discharge, right? They're going to prescribe to you 9 times out of 10 metronidazole. That's usually what people get. They get the metronidazole. You're going to take that metronidazole, and guess what? Your symptoms are going to go away. You're good. You no longer have BV. The moment you sleep with your partner, and this is only heterosexuals, okay? The moment you sleep with your partner, he's going to give it to you again. And he will continuously give you bacterial vaginosis unless he is treated. When you go to your doctor and you say, hey, you know what? I keep getting this BV. I don't know what the problem is. Do you think it may be my partner? Most doctors say no. Most doctors will tell you no, that's not what it comes from. They tell you things like, well, it could come from the food you're eating. It could, maybe it's the soap you're using. I don't know what university they attended. I don't know what school taught them that. I don't know if that's like a built-in response mechanism, but it makes no sense when you think about it. So some doctors have been really, really good to their patients. Some doctors, but it's very, very few. It's very, very few, and it's more of the older doctors that they actually give you your medicine, and they also write a prescription for your partner, and then you don't catch BV anymore. But if they're only giving you a prescription, you're going to keep catching BV from your partner. Every time he sleeps with you, you're going to catch it. And all you got to do is you got to think about it. I really want women to, like, we got to think, like, I got to think too. I don't think all the time because, you know, I tested positive for things in the past, you know. I just hope that women, like, listen to what I'm saying and really think about it, especially if you are a woman who has tested positive for BV more than once and you've been in the same relationship with this guy, like this one guy, right? Hi, baby. Sometimes women, when you call me and you tell me this, and I hear it all the time, you'll say, Ivy, everything was good. I was feeling fine, but as soon as I started having sex, I smelt it. Because that's that flora. It's triggering you again. Ivy, everything was good. As soon as we had sex, I started itching again. Like, it came right back, and I don't know what's wrong. If you think of what's going on, that should trigger something in your mind and say, maybe it's him. You're doing good. Everything is fine until something occurs. And what's occurring is you're having unprotected sex with your partner. And granted, some of you women who are calling me, you're married. This your husband. You know, the more research you do, sometimes it's kind of hurtful, you know, but it's also, like, I don't want to always like be the bearer of bad news. But if you're married and you keep catching BV, you got to think about when you first contracted BV. Think about the first time when you got BV from this man, because that's where you got it from. How long have you had BV? This man has never been treated. So granted, let's say he only slept around on you once, but he's never been treated. So you've had BV for a long time, but let's say he's still sleeping around on you. He giving you additional flora from this woman, which is actually causing, when you catch BV, it's giving you a greater bacterial count or a greater strand count. Okay, so it's increasing in your body, and it's steadily breaking down your flora. It's ruining your flora. Okay, when you're constantly catching bacterial vaginosis and you're constantly going to your doctor, at some point your doctor should no longer even prescribe a 7-day medication or a 14-day medication of metronidazole, because now your body has become resistant to the medicine. Over time, our bodies become resistant to things. That's just like some roach sprays don't kill roaches anymore. You know what I'm saying? You become resistant to it, right? Your body will become resistant to metronidazole, and now you just have BV, like you always have, like you always stink. You always had a discharge. You'll say, you know what, Ivy, I had this discharge for so long, honey. I don't even know. This is what happens. So when you go and see your doctor, and some of us have had the same OBGYN for several years. You've had that same OBGYN since you first tested positive for BV. The same OBGYN, okay? giving you the same prescription, the same treatment for the same diagnosis. At some point, you should realize, because this is your life, okay? She's getting paid for service, okay? When she goes home at the end of the day, I doubt if you're on her mind. At some point, you should say, you know what? I don't think it's working. I don't think the medicine's working anymore because I'm still having symptoms. Guess what? The medicine isn't working anymore. They're just writing you prescriptions. And they know that it's not going to work. They can look at, they can do your wet prep and see that your body cells are inundated with the strand. It's inundated. Like, you have so much bacteria up there. There's no way in hell that a 1 week or a 2 week prescription of metronidazole is going to take care of you. That's not going to happen. Okay. When you get to that point, when you've had BV multiple times, you need a stronger prescription or you need a different drug. Okay, because that's the only way you're going to get rid of it. However, if you do this and you still sleep with the same partner, he's going to give it to you again. So your partner has to be treated. When you go to a clinic, they will tell you, we don't treat men. He doesn't need it because he's not testing positive for bacterial vaginosis. And that's because bacterial vaginosis is only in women. But the way we get it is from our partner because he's with another woman. Okay, so when you go to the clinic and you say, listen, I keep catching BV, you know what I'm saying? I know, I'm catching it. It's normal for him to have somebody else up on his nuts. But I need medicine for my partner. Because the moment I take my medicine and have sex with him, I contract the symptoms again. Okay, and I hope that your doctor understands this. You see, people complain a lot about healthcare and Medicaid and health insurance. But you got to think about how much a doctor has sabotaged your health on the basis of writing a prescription and getting a commission and getting paid. Okay, you're being treated for something that you should have been cured of a long time ago. Okay, so you keep going. You're getting these prescriptions. You're still testing positive. Your partner has to be treated. You know, lesbians will always have bacterial vaginosis, especially if they like sharing their toys and they're not washing them or whatever. Like, they'll always have BV. But in the heterosexual community, we should not have bacterial vaginosis. And it's only happening because there's infidelity in relationships. Some of you women are like, you know what, Ivy, I ain't even worried about it. I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to get my medicine and I'm going to make sure I get some medicine for my partner. That's good. I'm not here to break up your relationship. I'm not here for any of that. No. If you love your man, you know, people make mistakes. Like I said, he could have cheated on you a long time ago and you know, you all just, you know, that's just how long it's been, you know. But I tell women this, and this is very important. If you get treated for bacterial vaginosis and your partner gets treated for bacterial vaginosis, or just get him some antibiotics, right? Penicillin, erythromycin, amoxicillin, anything of that nature. Get him some antibiotics. If you catch BV again, okay, then you two need to have a sit down. You know, you guys got to fix what's going on in your relationship, or you need a new partner. You need to move on in your relationship. You need to go about your business, because eventually he'll bring home something that we can't help with, or that a doctor can't help with. There's no discoveries in medicine on it just yet. And trust and believe that the other woman that he's sleeping with, she got BV too. She has it. And also know that she is under the same notion as many women today, especially my black sisters, that she has this discharge and this odor because it's a soap that she's using. And so because she's using this special soap and it's causing her to be irritated, she goes and buys Summer's Eve. Because Summer's Eve says, hey, we're going to help you maintain your pH. The moment she stops using Summer's Eve, she's going to smell horrible. And she still doesn't know what's wrong. To top it all off, you got men out here who in love with oral sex. They love eating pussy. That's what they do for a living. They love to eat pussy. They love to eat bacterial vaginosis and whatever else we are discharging from our bodies. These guys are going to church with it. It's a cornucopia of bacteria and they are feasting on it. And now it's to the point where they are delivering it to you. They're coming home to you and they're giving this to you. Okay? This should be like your wake-up call. Okay, because a lot of us are in relationships and these are not like realistic relationships. Like, he's not about to hold you down. Like, you all are not on the verge of being engaged and getting married. You're just having sex. Not only are you just having sex, he's having sex with other people, and he's bringing it home to you. So cool. You tested positive for bacterial vaginosis. You took the medicine. It's not working. When you go see your doctor, they are by. This is just a standard. This is a treatment standard. This is a treatment guideline. This is what they educate you on when you go to school and you get your master's and your doctorates in medicine. Okay? When your client comes in and she's tested positive for a particular disease or an infection multiple times, this is what she needs to do. Your doctor needs to prescribe you a longer prescription. Your prescription should be for at least a month or so. That's how long you have to take the medicine to truly clear it up, because the bacterial vaginosis has technically grown resistant. And it's grown so resistant that 1 week or 2 weeks of metronidazole will not work. Right? So I hope you all, let me see, make it over. Well, I don't know. It's my YouTube is going from red to green, red to green. Who knows what's going on? So what I'm going to do is finish this up, and then I'm gonna go back to my YouTube. When you go see your doctor, you want to particularly ask for something that's stronger than metronidazole. That's what you want. And then, oh, there it is. It's back on again. That's so weird. Yes. Okay. Cool. Come over to you got to come over to YouTube, because I'm going to end this one on Facebook because I can't show the scenes on here, right? So you have to come over. You have to come over there. So if you come over there, that'll be good, because I'm going to end this stream so I can just pick up all my data on one feed. Okay. So come on, Miss Mary. Okay. So, and I'm just going to post that one. So, it's dropping some, and I think it's dropping because, like, I did, I think I changed the resolution or something. I did something. I don't know. It's something I had to do, and it told me that this is what I needed to do. So anyway, I'm just going to go through these scenes with you real quick and just give you some information. Because a lot of you, after I speak to you, like, you call me on the phone and you tell me what's wrong. Some of y'all women in denial. You don't have no problems in our relationship. I'm like, but that's good. To God be the glory, honey. I'm happy for you. I'm happy for you. But from what I know, and from what I've studied, from what I've pondered over, you do have infidelity in your relationship, and you need to fix that. And trust and believe, if you got a smell coming from your vagina, if you have an odor coming from your vagina, most guys don't want to sleep with you, even if it's your man, because people are like, why you smell like that? You have this peculiar smell going on down there. You know what I'm saying? So you just want to keep that in mind. When you have that abnormal odor coming from your vagina, or any odor coming from your vagina, and then you top that off with discharge, okay, there's something wrong. If you have discharge that's a different, like, if you have colors coming out of your vagina, okay, yeast is white. Let's be clear. Yeast is white. When you're discharging, and I'm not talking about when you're using my product. I'm not talking about when you're detoxing with Chandra Pretty Woman Healing Vaginal Pearls. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about prior to you even coming to me. When you are discharging and it's coming out different colors, I'm noticing what you women are doing. You're discharging these different colors and you're staying home with it like it's normal. Like, how long have you been discharging these different colors? And you cool with it because you just figure, you know what, I don't know what's wrong. I had a woman say, well, I've been going to the doctors and they're like, everything seems fine. That's not normal. To have different colors coming out of your vagina is not normal, girl. You haven't had these abnormal colors and these smells since you were a little girl. You a grown woman. And some of y'all within the past 6 months, some of y'all within like the past year, some of y'all women have had BV for so long. I mean, damn. It just started with you. This is not normal. So if you go to the doctor and it says everything seems normal, find another doctor. If you've been seeing this OBGYN for 2 years, 3 years. Some of y'all been seeing the same OBGYN since you went into your reproductive ages. Find a new doctor. Go ahead. Just go get you a clean bill of health. Go find another doctor. Don't care about the filth that we're about to serve you in here. Why should we? Here you go. Here's your plate, ma'am. Eat up. Okay? So you got to take a stance for yourself, and you have to value yourself and care about yourself. If you keep going to the same person, telling them there's something wrong, and they keep telling you ain't nothing wrong, you going to the wrong person. Okay? You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your instincts and know your body. Okay? So find another doctor. You find another doctor. I've gone through this so many times with women, and I have to tell them, go find another doctor. Go find another doctor. Prevention awareness. So when women come to me, and they're not sure what's wrong with them, they just know they have this abnormal discharge or whatever, I'm going to start you off with your cleanse. And depending on what I get from you during the consultation, that's going to determine what I'm putting in your kit. Okay? When you send me your discharge, when you take that photo and you send that photo to me, and I see all these different colors, I have to let you know. I have to tell you the long, quiet, sensitive conversation. Because discharge from the vagina that is yellow, that is green, that is orange, that is not the signs of a healthy vagina. So you have to get tested. You women are coming to me and you're already infected, and you may be afraid of going to the clinic, or you may be embarrassed about going to the clinic. This place is designed to help you. Ain't gonna really trip. He ain't gonna trip. Just go find a new doctor. X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, well, what about your partner? Like, when was the last time your partner was tested? A lot of us go into relationships with guys and don't even ask him. You don't do an intake with him. So you don't know if he's ever tested positive for a disease or a virus. Don't worry about any of that. Because guess what? If he even feels that way about you, he's not the one for you. Okay? He should be happy to tell you when he was last tested. He should be happy to go to the clinic with you. He should be happy to assist you in your healing journey. And if that's not the case, he's not the one for you. But what you women are doing is you're testing positive for you're not really sure where you got the STD from. You're having unprotected sex. You have a partner. You're having unprotected sex. Status. You don't know his status. So what you need to do is you need to go on to the STD clinic. Okay? And you need to take your partner with you. Okay? Both of y'all. Swab him like they swab you. Because I was like, you know what? Y'all gonna have to watch some more videos because I need you to understand this. I'm not just here to like give you a product, because it's easy. Our discussion, and I said, well, when was your partner last treated? Oh, he just went to the clinic. Okay, great. Well, what were his results? I mean, how's he doing health-wise down there? Oh, he said he ain't had nothing. Sweetheart, you have a very abnormal odor and you have a discharge. But when it comes to you testing positive for an STD, when you get pelvic inflammatory disease, you end up losing your fallopian tubes. Ain't no eggs dropping. Nothing. It's just ruinous. It's just nothing but damnation. Or you'll end up having an ectopic pregnancy because your tubes are so inflamed. Because pelvic inflammatory disease is when your entire pelvic area, your womb, becomes inflamed or swollen because she's so infected. You still have unprotected sex, you get pregnant in your tubes. Yeah, because it's so inflamed that the egg couldn't even travel down like he needed to get nestled really nice and comfortably on the uterus. So then you get pelvic inflammatory disease, ectopic pregnancy, tubal baby, or test tubes baby, and then they got to remove your tubes. See, you going down a really dangerous road. So when you go get tested, he need to go get tested with you. Okay? He need to go. I was taking niggas with me to the clinic. That's just how it was. Oh, well, we going to the clinic today. And it wasn't because I was having a symptom. That didn't even matter. Man, you about to be together because we're adults here and we have sex. We are very intimate with each other. We do all kinds of things. There's so many things that go on in that bedroom. You about to expose your whole damn DNA to me. I need to see what's in it before I get a whiff of it. So we're going to the clinic. And if he don't want to go to the clinic, why is you with him? These niggas going to the clinic, dudes, not even going to the clinic, but he told you that he went and he didn't have anything. because he doesn't want you to know that he burned you. Common sense should tell you that he burned you. You don't want to believe that your husband is giving you bacterial vaginosis. Common sense should tell you that your husband is giving you bacterial vaginosis. So now what? Most of you women be like, you know what, Ivy? It's over between us anyway. I knew he was up to something. I knew he was up to something. I knew something was going on, Ivy. I know it. So you moving on with your life. You don't even want to be a part of that. You know, you're not one of those women who gonna say, you know, I'm gonna forget that nigga and take him back. You're like, nah, I'm done. Because aside from him giving me BV, this nigga been doing all kinds of things. So this ain't the first incident. You know what I'm saying? And I'm tired of forgiving. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna clean myself up, get myself together, and be a better person to a better man. Granted, the dude you with could be a better man too. Just unfortunately, he chooses not to. Right? So some of you women, you go down that path. I'm not here to break up nobody's relationship. Because a lot of you want to be like, Ivy, I'm just going to go to the clinic. I'm going to give me some drugs. I'm going to get him some too. And we're both going to get cleaned up. And we're going to, you know, because we love each other. And people do make mistakes. When you take that vow, for better, for worse, that's the worst. Him fucking around on you and burning that pussy, that's the worst. That's really the worst. It ain't because he lost his job and now he's a bum. That's not the worst. The worst is when he bring home some shit to you. That's the worst. And some of y'all women stick to the vow. You say, you know what, Ivy, we gonna fix this. I'm working this out with my man. Because guess what? Usually when your man go out and cheat on you, when there's infidelity in a relationship, there's some other things that's going on in the relationship on both the man and the woman's part. So, you know, y'all gonna fix that up. And not on top of that, go on, snap your pussy back, clean that thing out. Give him something good, okay? Because granted, before he met you, you probably was already... when you visit your... Let's see. Okay. So this is for bacterial vaginosis, and this is one of the places where I do my training. This is for the treatment. So, of course, when you're pregnant, you have to be careful. A lot of women catch BV while they're pregnant. And the medicine that they're giving you is also going to affect your breast milk. Okay? And then, let's see. This says the 2015 STD treatment guidelines do not recommend testing and treatment of male sex partners of women with bacterial vaginosis, since this has not been shown to impact the cure, relapse, or reoccurrence. How would you'd have to treat the male partner first, and then you know that girl ain't coming back with BV. But if you treat him and she's still coming back with BV, she might be sleeping with somebody else too. So anyway, let's go down to your treatments. And I'm doing this through my little screen thing, so she ain't the fastest. Let's see. Treatment. Y'all. Let's see. She was scrolling for me earlier. Let me see if I can get her to scroll for me now. Hold on. I'm gonna make her a little bit smaller. There we go. And now let her there we go. And then let it scroll down a little bit. So let me go back up. Yeah. Okay. So most of us get the metronidazole when you're tested positive for bacterial vaginosis. So you're going to get metronidazole, you're going to get 500 milligrams orally, and you're going to take it for 7 days, right? You're going to do that. You can also get, which is the gel. So you're going to put that inside your vagina. A lot of women say they use that gel and it's really, really icky. Okay. Another alternative is tinidazole. However, because tinidazole is more expensive, most doctors write prescriptions for metronidazole. Because tinidazole is more expensive, most insurance companies don't cover tinidazole. But tinidazole is way stronger than metronidazole. Okay? And Ivy doesn't know. I don't know. There's some more on here. Ivy doesn't know. It's not working. Let me see. Oh, great. I did something and it worked. Fantastic. It says treatment of recurrent bacterial vaginosis. Okay? Bacterial vaginosis recurs in approximately 30% of women within 3 months following treatment. This is from 2015, and even that is a drastic understatement because most of you women are testing positive for BV and just don't know it. You're testing positive for BV and you're not going to the doctor. You've had BV for so long, you just think it's something normal, and all you're doing is keep washing up trying to fix it with Summer's Eve. It says, and in up to 50% of patients after 6 to 12 months. You know why it's after 6 to 12 months more women are testing positive with BV? Because after 6 to 12 months, you decide, you know what, I'm about to go to the doctor because this ain't clearing up with the soaps I'm using. Women with recurrence can be treated with either the same recommended regimen or a different recommended regimen. If, however, a woman experiences multiple recurrences, options include metronidazole intravaginal gel twice weekly for 4 to 6 months. Do you understand that? You have had BV for so long, 2 weeks of metronidazole is not going to help you. But when you go to your doctor, that is all they are giving you. So right now you're being underserved, okay? So you need to find your new doctor. It says, or they can get oral metronidazole 500 milligrams twice daily, or tinidazole 500 milligrams twice daily for 7 days, followed by intravaginal boric acid. So they're going to give you some medicine to take for a week, and then you're going to take some more medicine. Boric acid isn't really a medicine, it's an acid, because your acidity levels are so high within the vagina. You're going to take intravaginal boric acid every day for 21 days. Then you're going to take metronidazole again. Do you understand that? Do you understand that if you keep catching bacterial vaginosis, that when you go to the doctor, you getting 1 week or 2 weeks of meds is not going to work? Do you understand that? Then it says very little is known about the antimicrobial resistance with pathogens, because trust me, there is a resistance down there. That's why they have to dope you up so much, because you keep catching it, that causes bacterial vaginosis, and clinical experiences suggest that treatment failure from antimicrobial resistance is uncommon. So what you need to focus on is, why do I keep testing positive for BV? And when I go see my doctor, they give me this prescription that ain't worth a hill of goddamn beans, okay? It ain't worth a cup of soup, okay? Then you go home, your partner gonna give it to you again, okay? You gonna keep getting it until you get pelvic inflammatory disease. You're gonna get it until your body is so unhealthy and so toxic and your acidity levels are so high, you're gonna have a hard time getting pregnant. You have so many things going on with you. If you are one of those women who calls me and we're having a consultation and you've tested positive for BV more than 3 times, I'm not even giving you a BV kit. I'm giving you an STD kit. I'm treating you for something way stronger than bacterial vaginosis. Because look, if you had BV more than 3 times, they supposed to put you on drugs for at least, this thing say 4 to 6 months. That's how sick you are down there. That's how much they gotta dope you up. And I had some women come to me. I had this girl come to me about a week or 2 ago, and I'm not gonna service her. Some of y'all women real trifling, and I'm just gonna let your pussy be where the fuck it is. And that's from Ivy. It's gonna be wherever the fuck it is. Let your pussy stay with, go get the fuck. Because for various reasons, but she was already disrespectful when she emailed me. I don't like it when y'all email me and you so like you have no finesse or no tact when you're emailing people. I can't imagine where you work, right? So I really didn't even want to respond to the email, but I did because, you know, customer service, right? She been disrespectful the whole time. So when I finally get to do the consultation with her, she even more disrespectful during the consultation part. I'm like, listen, sweetheart, this ain't even necessary. I mean, trust and believe. You know what I'm saying? Your little $35, I can give it back to you. It's like 35 ain't gonna make me or break me. You know, people make that at McDonald's in a day. You know, it's not gonna make me or break me. But your tone, your negativity speaks in volumes when it comes to your pussy. It does, because some of y'all so wretched and disgusting and trifling. Your pussy nasty. Okay, you're not ready to heal. You're not ready to heal your womb. No, you're not, because you're not right up here at all. You're not. And we go through this lengthy consultation, and she's kicking me a lot. She's coming to me with a lot of bullshit. A lot of y'all coming to me with a lot of bullshit, and that's because you're actually coming to me because you feel like you're best friends or you're in cahoots with somebody who's trying to sabotage my brand, who claim to sell pearls and they don't. And so you want to be the guinea pig that they send to Ivy. And to God be the glory, honey, because I'm just not one of those people. Okay, so you done had all of this stuff go on with you, and then when we get to the end of the conversation, I tell you, like, this is the kit that I'm blending for you. And your thing is, well, why is you giving me that? Ain't none of that wrong with me. You don't even know what's wrong with you. You have no clue. Like, y'all don't even go get tested on a regular basis. Y'all just out here sleeping with niggas unprotected. Don't even go get tested. You just doing anything. You just broke up with this dude, and now you sleeping with this dude. You ain't even giving your vagina a break. You're not giving your emotions a break. You know what I'm saying? And then you call me to get on my damn nerves. Okay? Don't get on my nerves. I know why niggas running through you. I know why. I can see. You know what I'm saying? It's all in the conversation. Right? I can't service women like that. It wouldn't be beneficial. It's not beneficial, sweetheart. That's like me casting my pearls amongst swine. And that's not what I do. But I had the girl call me, and she just didn't understand why I was putting these different items in her kit as if she didn't need it. And I was like, well, what you even call me for? Like, why do you want a consultation? Because if you feel like you already know what's wrong with you, and you feel like whatever I'm coming up with makes no sense, guess what? All you got to do is go to the website or whatever website you want to go to and get what it is you need, sweetheart. You don't need this consultation. And then she's just so goddamn disrespectful. I sent her kit to her, and she's still goddamn disrespectful. And she keep texting me and stuff. You are so ghetto. You is so ghetto. God damn. Listen, I'm not gonna work for you. I'm not. Like you're nasty. Like I don't understand how these women get like this. You know what I'm saying? Years ago, before I truly understood what I was doing and my purpose, I had a lot of women in my business. And a lot of y'all still claim that you sell pearls, and you're a liar. Okay? You're a liar. It's just that simple. Some of y'all was like, well, you know what? We're not going to call them pearls. We're going to call them beads or pills or everything else. Kudos to you. See, that's how you do your own thing. But a lot of y'all just was like, you know what? We're going to call it pearls too. So when people Googling pearls, they'll come up and pull up on anything, not realizing that you just selling herbal tampons, and you chose to name it something that Ivy named it, that on a foundation that Ivy built for years. And now you got your little ding-a-ling friends with you, and you send your ding-a-ling friends to my website or to call me just to give you some more feedback on something. You know, y'all are so ignorant, and the majority of y'all black women, and you ignorant black women. That's what you are. And women like you are going to have a very, very hard time in life. Personally, relationship wise, I know your pussy ratchet. I know your pussy's ratchet, honey. So anyway, today was really for bacterial vaginosis. I hope that all of the women who choose to keep saying they sell the same product that I sell also watch this, because you're lacking in education and you are not educating the women who come to you. No, you're not. So don't just give people a product, give them a service. And by giving them a service, you're going to also benefit yourself. But you can only do that if you get educated. And most of you are uneducated, because the majority of y'all who I got rid of wasn't even taking your classes. So I know you ain't got no education. I know you don't. So definitely do that. Father's Day is coming up next week. So of course I won't be here. I'll be in Washington, D.C. Tyree's dad is in DC, and Shanjari's dad, his gravesite is in DC. So we'll be in DC for Father's Day week, And when I come back, we are doing a sale for our Yoni eggs, the wands, the hearts, and our turtles. And then we're doing the buy one get one on the pearls. So definitely you want to stay tuned for that. I think that's it. But if you tested positive more than once for BV, then when you go to my website, don't even buy a BV kit. Let me see if I see it on here. I might disappear, but trust Ivy comes back, okay? Let me see what these scenes are, because I got to show you something. Shut up. It's right here. Okay. Now look, when you go to the website, I don't need you to get retarded on me, okay? I've updated my website a billion quadrillion times, and no matter how many times I update it, someone comes and say, Ivy, I was on your site and I couldn't find something. Listen, let me see if my Johnny Angel up. That's just how it is sometimes. Okay, sweet, she's up. So you really just want to know how to manipulate the site when you come to the site. That's what you need to do. You need to know how to work through my website. And one thing that's on my site at the very in the left corner is that it says start here. So that's really where you should start. Okay. A lot of you don't start there, and we are wasting time. And that's unfortunate. So you go to this, you want to start at the start here tab. But let's say, you've watched the videos and everything, you know that these are the only real pearls. You don't want to go anywhere else. You felt a sense of connection when you watch my video. God bless. And so, yeah. Okay, great. So you're on the website. Come on, she's loading, sweet. She's loading. We got Charter Internet Spectrum Triple Play. So, it's not the fastest. And so you come to the website and you're like, Ivy, I just want to get what I need. Great. You have options when you come to the website, and I don't believe I'm going to update this website anytime soon ever again. So you can get a womb healing kit. So you have to decide how many cleanses you want. I'm not telling you that if you do 10 cleanses, you're cured, because I can't do that. I'm not a doctor, okay? On the back of your vitamins in the bathroom, it says that we don't cure, we don't diagnose, we don't do that. These are herbal supplements. So this is just what I offer. If you want to do more than 10 cleanses, we have a deluxe healing kit. You can get that too. You know what I'm saying? This is just what I offer. This is just how many pearls are coming in it. So let's say, well, you know what, Ivy, I'm just going to do one cleanse. Of course, you all know that we're doing away with the one cleanse kit, because one pearl, I don't know. It'd be best if you purchase more than one pearl. When you endometriosis, okay. Well, then you would go over here and you would click on endometriosis, and see how it's all like in alphabetical order again. You would click on endometriosis, and now endometriosis would show you everything we have. And Chanel, I'm going live right now on YouTube. One of the Shanjari Pretty Womb Healers in Greenville, South Carolina. So she's about 45 minutes from here, and she always wants me to drive out there like she lives around the corner. She doesn't. She's a southern mile away. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, we're going to be seeing
somebody probably.
What? What you say? Endometriosis screen, and then I'm just going to get anything that you have related to endometriosis, Ivy. So if it's because we do have so many products, right? So when you do the endometriosis collection, that's going to show you everything that we have for endometriosis. We have soap, we have salve, we have honey, right? You may want to buy it individually, or you may want to buy it as a collection. It's up to you. Stages of endo, okay? Then you would get the endo kit, right? Already ran out of your honey, or you ran out of your soap. So you're like, you know what, Ivy, I just need to get something else real quick. Cool. So you come here. Oh, I wonder if it's gonna let me scroll down. And you off of here. All of the soaps look different. I update my store. I'll go in there and check it. Sometimes my store go down. She'll just go down. Like, I don't even know why. I think it's because I built it on the Wix platform. And so you will get whatever else it is you need. If there's another that you're dealing with outside of endometriosis, pick your symptom. If you don't know what your symptom is, and this is what I tell women all the time, if you're not sure about what your symptom is, then guess what? Here it is right here. You can have a consultation. Your consultation is $35. Once you pay dollars, we'll speak over the phone, and then once we speak, that $35 will go towards your kit, right? See that where it says goes towards your purchase? You're going to get a kit from me. I'm going to make something for you based off whatever we discussed, right? And so you really want to keep that in mind. And then everything down here, like our Sweet Pussy collection, which is the Sweet Pea collection. That's from Johnny Angel Mariah Education. That's our university, the School of Womb Healing. Definitely encourage people to come out. If you've already purchased the kit, then you already have access to the school, but you do not have access to all of the classes because the classes are paid classes. But if you put in an application to be a distributor, of course, your application fee covers classes. So you would do that. Apothecary, that's our ivysagarius.com website. Maybe you want to do something else. You don't really want to do pearls, but you're definitely interested in making products, cosmetics, things of that nature. You would go to that and purchase different extracts, botanicals, you name it. Yoni eggs, the whole crystal extravaganza. That's chesterniaray.com. You can go there and check that out as well. So that's pretty much it. If you have questions, you can feel free to reach out to me via email, okay? Because some of you are calling me, and then when I answer, you freak out. You're like, I didn't think this was a real number. And then you realize it's a real number. And then I have to keep it real with you. You know what I'm saying? So, okay, like watch some videos. Like, don't call my phone playing on my phone. Because I don't like playing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you all have a wonderful, glorious week. Stay tuned. Make sure that when you come to the website, you subscribe. A lot of you don't subscribe. Make sure you subscribe, because when we do our sales, like the buy one get one off is for the pearls. It's for the bulk price. Actually, like making little kits for them, and that's kind of cute. So when we do the buy one get one off, get one free, that's going to enable you to be able to share a little bit more. So definitely stay in tune for that. And then for the Yoni eggs, we do like the little Yoni egg giveaway. In August, we'll be at the She event in Greenville. So if you're in the Atlanta area, North Carolina, Charlotte area, South Carolina, definitely come to the TD Banks Center in August for the She event. It's a She event of Greenville. Definitely come out and check that out. There's a lot of women there, a lot of foot traffic. Great place to be, especially if you want to be a vendor. Really, really great place to be. And then that's where I am going to be as well. And then next week, no, that's this week. This week, I'm preparing for David Banner. We get to see that man with all that gray hair. I don't know where all that gray hair come from, but we get to do that. So definitely stay tuned. Hi, on here. Hey, LaQuasha. Hey, love. You say the 60% of women carry the BV bacteria all the time or part-time. What you mean? What you mean? Is she only going to have it half the time? I don't know. I don't know if she's asking you, baby. Hey, Desi. I don't even know who that is. I don't know. What you mean, LaQuasha? If you're going to have it half the time or part-time. I'm not sure, baby. I'm not sure. Is she going to... Do they have it? You'll have BV all the time if you don't get treated, or you go back and you still sleeping with your partner. I mean, you'll always have BV. Then sometimes your symptoms may subside, like you feel like you're clearing up, but then they come back again. That's just like, it's called the episode. So you have episodes. So right now you could be feeling real good, ain't nothing wrong, all of a sudden, bam, it hits you. So you're having episodes. So you may feel like the symptoms went away, or that you no longer have bacterial vaginosis, but really you do. It's just that they've gone dormant in the body for a period of time, and then they wake back up. Okay? And that can happen. And that can happen with any vaginal ailment. That can happen with bacterial vaginosis, and that can happen with an STD. You can have an STD and not even know it, because you only get the symptoms every now and then. Like, it comes back and you're like, ugh, what's wrong with me? And then it goes away. See, things hide. They will hide and lay dormant. Just like when they say, like when you got to go to the doctor, like let's say somebody said you had HIV, or they have HIV, And they'll be like, okay, you go when you get tested and your test comes negative. And they say, well, you know what? Come back in 6 months. Because the virus can lay dormant inside of you. You can have it and just not know. It could be laying dormant. So you come back in 6 months and we're going to test you again. Right? The same thing happens with STDs. It happens with bacterial vaginosis. It can lay dormant and then it'll come back again. You just have to make sure that when you start having symptoms, when you're having these disturbing signs, when you're having odors, don't wait for Ivy. You have to go. I don't have penicillin. I don't have no sins. Okay? You got to go because you don't even know how much damage you've done to yourself. You don't know how long you've had the situation going on. Okay? If you don't treat it when you first start, like you notice the symptoms and stuff, if you don't treat it immediately, you're giving yourself more problems because it leads to pelvic inflammatory disease. It leads to infertility. Sometimes it can cause you to have a baby and your baby comes out with vision impairments. Okay? It's a bacteria. That's like you took a bath, like you took a real good bath, and like you scrubbed it out, baby. Everything clean. Like you really went to town on that thing. She clean. And you get out the tub. And let's say a week later, you decide to go and wash up again. And you about to get in that same water. Look at all that bacteria that's in that water. Now, what if you took that bath and you had a whole week and you decided to put your baby in that water? That's what happens when you're so toxic with waste and bacteria and you decide to conceive. You are putting your baby, hi! Well, you don't pass BV to your partner. Women don't give men BV. Men give women BV. You can't give him BV. Yeah, you can't give it to him. He gives it to you. So, we give men flora. We give men our flora. And in turn, all he should give us is our flora. When my partner is ejaculating inside of me, his semen should have nothing on it besides his beautiful spiritual sexual DNA and Ivy's juices from, I don't know, the night before. Depends on how often me and him get it in. That's all it should have, okay? He should not ejaculate inside of me and it has his DNA and another woman's flora. That's not healthy. It's ruining my energy. It's going to lower my vibration. It's going to cause infection to my vagina. It can easily cause inflammation to my uterus, my fallopian tubes, and it's a spiraling path of destruction, like any STD, you know. So you just want to make sure that when you start getting those symptoms down there, you need to go to the doctor. All right. When I had symptoms, I didn't know to go to the doctor. I didn't know something was really wrong with me. I just was like, oh well, that's just what she's down there doing right now. Okay, because nobody told me. When I tested positive for chlamydia, the doctor didn't sit down with me and say, Ivy, this is what chlamydia is. No, he gave me like a pamphlet and my prescription. And granted, I read through the pamphlet, but then I was like, okay, so now what? It wasn't working. You know what I'm saying? It didn't click in my head that I should not, baby, just don't have unprotected sex, because guess what? You can get something that you can't cure. He can make it so that you will never have a baby. That man don't love you. Why? Do you realize what an STD is? Let me show you some more STDs. Don't you ever do that. You have to value yourself more. People make mistakes, but don't ever make the same mistake twice. Nobody said anything like that to me. And so guess what? I got another STD. And when I got that one, ain't nobody sit down with me on that one either. As a matter of fact, I think out of all the STDs I've had, nobody sat down with me. Okay? So we all, go through stuff and things happen, right? It happens. But you got to learn from your mistake and don't ever repeat that mistake. That's what you have to do. And sometimes nobody's there. Nobody's there to even tell you that you made a mistake. And so mistakes become normal because you don't realize it's a mistake. So you just want to keep in mind, like if you're having any type of symptoms down there in the vagina area, if these symptoms seem to flare up, especially during intercourse, symptoms like smell, discharge, irritation, burning, you need to see a doctor. If you have to call your doctor and schedule an appointment, go to a free clinic, go to an STD clinic and get tested. Get tested and then get Depends. That's what they say. That's like that underwear commercial for people who can't stop pissing on themselves. Or get tested, then get Loves. I think that's the Pamper commercial. But for real, get tested and then come see me. After you go get tested, then come and see me. Okay? Because some of you have a lot of things going on and you don't know what's wrong. And when you call me and you tell me all of these things, I'm like, I really don't know what's wrong with you either. But from what you're saying, I can ascertain. And based off what you're saying, this is what I'm going to give you. Okay? And then based off your discharge, like that's when my work starts. I have to see what's coming out of you. You can tell me anything. You can tell me that it don't rain in Southern California. I got to go there and see it for myself. Right? So you have to show me your discharge. And based off what your discharge reveals, then I can go further from there. I can. Like, I really, really can. So I appreciate it when you do have a consultation with me and, you know, we establish that sisterly relationship, and you're comfortable enough to share information with me and go through your cleansing process. And then we can look at some discharge and then I can say, oh my goodness, okay, this is where we are. This is truly what you need. And this is how I'm going to help you. Right? Because my goal is to make sure that, you know, you can in the future help yourself, you know, recover from whatever it is that you're dealing with and, you know, continue with that healing journey that you're on and, you know, be able to manifest more and be more divine within oneself. Right? So I've been on here for an hour and 14 minutos. Thank you, LaQuasha, sweetheart. Thank you, babe. And I'm going to post this in the Chandra Pretty group on Facebook. If you ever subscribe to my website, then I automatically drop your email in the group. So you'll get an invitation in your email from Facebook. So just definitely look out for that invitation. And then you can come into the group. I don't really do the friend request. I know a lot of people send me friend requests. If you send me a friend request, because some people send them to me. If you send me a friend request, there's an option to message me. You're better off messaging me. And when you message me, then you can like give me your email address that way as well. But for real, you need to go ahead and subscribe to the site so I can just easily just drop it. Because a lot of women send me friend requests and I don't respond to it. Like my Facebook not like 100% for business. Like my Facebook that's the only way my family gonna see my face because, you know, we live all over the world, you know, and that's how I see my family's face, you know. So my page isn't as public, you know. That's probably why I think I only had 300 friends on there. I used to want to hit that 5,000 mark, but then I realized, why do you want 5,000 people in your business? And when you scroll through Facebook, you barely see 20 people in your feed. So what are those other 4,500 people doing? You know what I'm saying? That's too much access. And you don't even know if they're perverts or pedophiles or walking STDs, honey. So yeah, so it's best to go through the website and subscribe. Oh, and our steam packs are coming in. Instead of me ordering 10, I ordered 20. Because it's kind of expensive having them shipped to me. It's really expensive. And so I said, let me just get as many as possible because I don't plan on doing this order anytime soon. So definitely keep an eye out. Right now the pots are on the website for $150. We did a pre-sale back in March and they were $100. And we did that pre-sale through Instagram. So if you were following me on Instagram, we did a promotion where you could go and actually purchase the pot for $100. But that promotion ended. I said once the pots come in, we won't be doing that promotion anymore because it was a pre-sale because you were purchasing the pot because I didn't have the pot. So I had to give you a significant discount because of the waiting time it would take. But now the pots are going to be knocking on my door real soon with those. So yeah, definitely consider going to the site, and if you want to get a steam pot, definitely do it. I recommend steaming because once all the vaginal healing is done, like as far as removing waste from your womb, things of that nature, you do want to be able to continuously rejuvenate the vagina, continuously cleanse yourself, continuously steam, putting all those good fruits and berries up in there, get that thing nice and sweet and just make her nice. You know, the guys are here eating all kinds of discharge these days, and we as women, we have to do better. Okay, you don't want to feed him salami. You don't want him to eat rigatoni, I don't know, chicken cacciatore. Don't give the guys that, right? So definitely keep cleaning. I appreciate y'all watching my feed. If you have questions, hit me up on my website. Hit the chat button or whatever. And then to God be the glory. Yeah. And you know when I shut this down, it takes a little bit of time. So yeah. Oh, 2 o'clock. Such a glorious day. Okay, I hit 1. Stop recording. And let me see. What is this? I think this thing's still recording. I hit stop recording. Let me see. Look, this thing's still recording. That's what I'm saying. Shut up. Shut up. I'm just gonna exit out. Oh, what's this thing you say play ad? Oh, what ad do I have? Oh, based on complex criteria, some of your viewers will see an ad. Keep on streaming. Oh my goodness, that's so cute. I wonder what ad they get to see. What is that? Wow. Oh my God. This thing is so awesome. I really gotta step my A game up on here. I gotta step my A game up. What is this? Maybe next Sunday. Maybe next Sunday. I don't even know what half of this stuff is down here. So let me, I have to read through it. I know what the encoder is. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Be good. LaQuasha, if you need me, baby, you like you my sister, sweetheart. Hit me up. Okay? Hit me up, sweetheart. Fantastico. And this is awesome. I'm gonna see if I can stop it though. What if I just do this? All right, okay.
story is kind of like life. Hey, sweetie. Hi.
How is this thing still watching me? No. It must be starting from the beginning.